Hello everyone, we're going to take a quick look at the new Celtic knot builder in version 13. We're in a blank file here. We have in the Design Sketches ring tab this Celtic knot tool. If we click on this, it's going to open up a new window, and this is a little piece of software. You have to learn how to navigate around this, but it's fairly straightforward. Just a few little tricks we need to know how to load it up into version 13. Essentially, we can draw our Celtic knot using this drawing command here. Just draw freely as you like and have a play around in this. Okay, it's pretty cool the shapes we can create. Once we've finished drawing, just right click. Okay, you can play around with different shaped corners, edges. Okay, lots of different things to play around in. You can drag your nodes to adjust your shape. One thing you'll notice, it's quite hard to make out. In the center here we have a little circle. This shows the center point of our grid, and it corresponds to the center point of the 3D environment in version 13. So our global origin corresponds to the center point. So you may want to move your design to be centered over here, or not. You can always move it around in the 3D environment in Jewelry Cad Dreams. So I want to center it, so I'm just going to window pick everything, get it centered there. Well, it's not going to be possible to center it dead on unless I tweak this a bit. Oops. Takes some getting used to. I'm still getting used to it here. Just dragging our points. Anyway, once you're happy with your model, and there's many different things we can do. You can add and remove other nodes. There's some plugins. You can insert a lattice, for example, which is pretty neat. Okay. Once you're happy with your model, all you need to do is hit the save button. Save. Okay, you may see a name change up here. Then just minimize, and back in the 3D environment, you'll see that you're now trying to place your design on a datum plane. You're now able to place it on a datum plane. So, like I said, the center of this grid corresponds to, I guess, the center point of the datum plane that you place the design on. Okay, a couple of options in here. Elevation, that's obvious. Rotation, obvious. Scale in the X, Y, and Z. Again, pretty obvious. Generally, I wouldn't want to do the X or Y, but the Z scale you may want to use, because this will affect the magnitude of overlap. Okay, as you see, we have some overlap between our curves. So where there's an intersection point, there'll be an overlap in the 3D environment. Okay, so perhaps I might drop this down. 0.5, a small overlap. And then we can modify our overlap type. We can have the over and under, so they're both morphed, one up, one down. Over only, so just going over the top. Under only, flats, that's no morph. And 2D gaps, so that's the one with the, it's got the gaps like in here. So probably you want to stick with over and underpass, or the over and underpass only. Over and underpass, click confirm, and we have curves now. Okay, we have our over and under curves. Okay, so now we can turn these into shapes. One thing I would probably do is concatenate, because these curves do come in quite a few pieces. Well, it's not so bad there, but window pick, concatenate, and that will concatenate what it can. If you really want to get a good, might want to come in with a blend in there to concatenate it all, but I'll leave those choices up to you. The shape we can create with a swept rod, for example. Let's go for a diameter, let's try 1.5. pick the curves. Okay, but you can do any sweep on these and confirm. Okay, so that is the strategy for using the Celtic knot. You can of course exit out of this once you've inserted your curves. So the main thing to do is click on the tool, do your design, hit save. That's how you load it up into the software, and you can go from there.